principal of this college, Vilas, the chairperson, and everybody to calling me here for this conference. So, very good afternoon to everyone. So now you are fresh, right? After tea? No? Okay. So, I have been given 1 hour and 15 minutes for this session. I will try to finish in 1 hour. And 15 minutes will be for interaction. Is it okay? Is it okay? Okay. So, today we are going to discuss on the topic which is deepfake forensics. So, I know everybody in this room is well aware of what is known as deepfake, right? Because very recently it was in media, right? Why? Because there was a news, Prime Minister Modi has also talked upon that, and then after that you will see every news channel was talking about deepfake forensic, how to detect deepfake forensics, and many other things. So, during this 1 hour, I am going to talk on, as you can see here, we'll talk about the origin and extent of deepfakes. We'll also talk about its involvement in crime. We'll talk about creation and detection of fake multimedia contents. And lastly, we will also touch upon the legal implications, right? So, this is the thing which have highlighted deepfake, right? So, everybody know this, and Prime Minister Modi has just talked on deepfake. So, after that, as I told you earlier, everybody was talking about deepfake, and then how to deal deepfake, and let's say if you are getting victim of deepfake, what should be done. So, all those things people started discussing after this incident. So, what are the threat scenario? Up? Okay. What are the threat scenario? I think it's better? Okay. So, what are the threat scenario? So, what I have done, I have divided it into 3 parts. So, one is financial fraud, second is pornographic deepfake, and third is business risk. So, first one, financial fraud, some kind of social engineering is being done. You must have heard, like I think last year, Sachin Tendulkar has filed a case in Mumbai that somebody has used his voice. Have you heard this case? No. So what happened, like in one fine day, a video emerged on the internet. And what that video was saying, that Sachin Tendulkar is promoting an oil, right, which was basically fat burning oil. So if you use that, you may be slim. And for first 100 persons who is going to buy that oil will get t-shirts signed by Sachin Tendulkar. So this was the case. Again, like it was viral on social media. Then Sachin Tendulkar has to go to the police station to file because his voice was used. So basically the voice was artificially created voice or synthetically created voice which was used. So this is not the only case. So what people do, like you search every day on your mobile phone, like everybody is using mobile phone, right? Everybody is having smartphone, right? Having 1.5 GB or 2 GB data every day. You have to consume that much of data. So what you do, you search lots of things on internet. And let's say someday you searched, like I need something to get slim. And on very second or third day, what you got? The video, link, or something which has been given to you, which is satisfying your needs. So that kind of thing is now being used. Social engineering is being used to target the audience or the customer, right? And there deep fakes are being used. Second is pornographic deepfake. So basically deepfake was started from this only. So we'll discuss it in bit detail. And then business risk. Let's say somebody is CEO of a company. For example, Dr. Ranjit Singh is CEO of SIFS. Now he is here. And what I did, I have just created a voice which is very similar to Dr. Ranjit, and just send a WhatsApp message or WhatsApp call using that voice and saying that give 1,000 rupees or 5,000 or 1 lakh rupees to this and this person. So this kind of threat are now coming into the picture. So this kind of threat is there. So these are three perspectives which we are going to have. Or maybe nowadays somebody is calling you, right, with some voice. So this voice cloning, now it is very common type of crime which is committed in India. You will get a message or a voice call from your family saying you just give something to someone, just transfer this much of money to this person, and those kind of thing is now very common. Now, let us see on some statistics on deepfake, which was done by iProof, which is a UK-based global technology company. So what they have done, they have just tried to know the awareness. See, best thing to deal with cyber crime is you have to be aware with the crime. It's modus operandi. Best thing to deal with cyber crime is that. So what they have done some statistics, and what they found, they have asked the question like, do you know what a deepfake video is, to the audience globally. So globally, what they found that only, I think this should be off.
Just turn it off.
So just 30% of the people were knowing what deepfake video is. Similarly, they have asked, do you think you will be able to tell the difference between a real video and a deepfake video? So again, there see the confidence was more. Like people were saying, yeah, around more than 50% of the people were saying that they will able to differentiate between real and deepfake video. Then they have various questions like damaging reputation and all those kind of thing. And the statistics was more than 40% on various questions, as you can see there. Theft of my identity to set up credit cards or bank accounts in my name. So whether deepfake will be used on all those cases. So globally, the 40% people were saying that yes. So this was the scenario as far as awareness is concerned. And this kind of session is required for awareness of various crime which is related to digital domain. So as far as crime related to deepfake in India is concerned, what I can see is there are mainly two type of crime which is happening now. One is extortion, like somebody has, as we are uploading lots of our image, video on social media. So now it's not very difficult. Once you Google it, you will find various applications. I'm not taking name of any application, that will be easy for you, but you can Google it and you can find. And anything can be changed. So we need to be very cautious when we are uploading something on social media. Anybody can use it, right? And nowadays creating a good, you can say, synthetic video is not very difficult. Like after this incident of Rashmika Mandana, you see every news channel has given something. They have used this tool. They have created the synthetic voice of PM Modi and everybody else. And every news channel wanted to be different, and you could have seen that because cloning voice was the easiest one. So everybody was doing that. So you will see the first type of crime, which is like as far as deepfake is concerned, is sextortion, and second type is voice cloning. So which is now coming into the picture. So like as I have given example, like people are sending voice message, or you are getting call which is with synthetic voice, which is very similar to what you find from the real one. So it is, you can say, very kind of, apparently it is difficult to differentiate between the two. Now I think it's okay. Okay? See from where this deepfake term came. So although I think in 2014 now, 24 now, we are discussing deepfake. It was started, or the word came in 2017. When on Reddit, some user have posted some pornographic content, right? Swapping the face of someone, some celebrity with the ordinary person, or ordinary person with the celebrity. Then the revolution come in this technology, again this research which was done by 3 researchers of University of Washington. They have done research, and what they said, this as synthetic Obama. I think from where I will play. I think there is some problem. So, if you it's not happening, or leave it. Maybe some technical issue. No, ठीक है. Maybe some technical issue. So, in this research, they have got, like in both, so maybe there is some technical issue. So just leave it, or you can like after this session or something, you can just search synthetic Obama and you will get it. So what happened there? This was basically the revolution in deepfake technology. This 2017 research, which was done by the scholars of University of Washington. So in this research, you will see this our result kind of section. There the voice, you can say action, the lip movement, and everything was as good as Obama is speaking. And then it was used for many other algorithm which was like started on GitHub and many other places. So you will find this kind of thing now everywhere. So I consider this research as milestone in you can say deepfake. So you can say good or bad, but whatever research was done, so that was basically a milestone in case of deepfake. Okay, so as we are talking about deepfake, so whether there is anything called shallow also, shallow fake. So see, we can say in the last decade of this century, we were talking about forgeries, and we were using some editing softwares like Photoshop for edit the things, change the faces, right? So that is now, since the deep fake word was termed, what they call it as shallow fake, right? So now these are called as, like, if somebody is using Photoshop and making some changes, so that may not be that convincing which deep fake is. So now it is called as shallow fake. Otherwise, there was no name. As you can see, these kind of photograph you will find on sorry, on the internet, and obviously these are fakes. Now let us understand the evolution of, you can say, alteration of images, video. Let us understand evolution, and then we'll also discuss how deepfakes are created and how we should detect it. So let us see in from the beginning how people started doing this. So as far as shallow fake is concerned, that is done by one of these methods or combination of these methods. So these are cloning, splicing, resampling, and morphing. So let me just do it quickly. So cloning is used even for, let's say, if we would like to make a clone of a disk, right? So this is a different term which is used for this. So let's say you have an image and you want to hide something, right? For example, let's say here we have a gun, you can see, and let's say if we want to hide it, so what we'll do, we'll take some part of this image and we'll just paste here to hide this kind of thing. So that is what is cloning is, or copy move forgery in research literature people call it. This is used, this has been used, you can say, by people to just create or duplicate things. Let's say, for example, even it is said that in 2014 elections, this was used widely. Even ruling party have used it. Everybody has used it during 2014 election, this kind of thing. So like for one of the case, what has been shown that this ground is full, but basically this was the scenario, and it was just made it copying some area and putting everywhere else. So that was the thing which has been done. And now as you can understand that deep fake has come, so these things are again very easier. Even it has been, there has been legitimate use of this. It has been used in like Star Wars 2, and let's say wherever you want to have crowd. Let's say we want to post conference of this photograph of this conference on social media. Here participants are, let's say, good number of participants. Every chair is almost full. But let's say in some conference only 50, 100 participants are there, and we want to just show that every auditorium is entirely full. So what we can do, we can just copy paste the thing and we can create this kind of image where you will have the entire auditorium is full and you are giving some speech, everybody is listening you and like clapping on you. Okay, second one is splicing, which most of the time is being used. So whatever case it is, so Rajesh sir is going to talk about insurance forensics, and we were discussing that most of the time people are just like on PAN card or so, they are changing the faces by using this technique. Let's say instead of your like PAN card is there, but what I did, I just pasted my face there to show it is mine. So that kind of thing is splicing or compositing. There are some kind of thing which is not required much. You just want to change a bit of that, and you will have some changes which may have some effect. For example, here you can see just expression got changed. That may be on face also. Okay, there is one term which mostly people use wrongly, is called morphing. So what you see or what you will observe, that most of the people call any fake image as morphed image, right? But basically morphing is what? Morphing is transforming any image from one form to another. So let's say this was the image and this was transformed into this kind of image. So that is what the morphing is. Otherwise it may be compositing, it may be cloning, but not the morphing, right? Okay, so morphing. Now let's say how to create deepfakes. So there are many applications, right? Or Android-based applications also, which you can get in your just Play Store. If you search, you will get it. But how it is done, how people do it, what is the science behind it? So I know this is like most of the students are from bachelor's, BSc. So I won't go more technical, but yes, I'll just give the glimpse that why deepfakes are of good quality. What is happening? Let's say if we want to create a deepfake image, video, or audio, for example. So for this creation of deepfake, we need to go to two phases. One is known as training phase and second is generation phase. In training phase, what we do, let's say there is an image or a person and we want to replace it by another person. So what we do, we make a system learn, right? Make a computer system learn the feature of another person and we try to change the attribute of the first person to get it that image. And every time what we do, we test like what kind of error we are getting. Until it is matching is 95%, 98%, we try to generate. Let's say till you are not very convinced that this is the face of the person you want to put, or you can say the target person, till then we continue doing that. So that's why detection of deepfakes become difficult. Because it's in generation phase only, it's training phase only what we do. We try to make it so perfect such that its detection should be difficult. Or we want to have deepfakes as real as it should be. Or as real as the real person is. Attributes of real person is. And that is why in generation it is being taken care of. So, since I was talking about learning or training phase, let us, in very brief, talk about what the learning means. As far as deepfake is concerned, so here a term is being used called deep learning, which is a kind of machine learning, right, which is used to create deepfakes. So, let's say learning. So, we learn things, right, by three ways. Similarly, computer also learn it by three ways. That is what the machine learning is. So, how we learn? So, there are three kinds of learning. One is unsupervised, second is supervised, and third is reinforced. So, let us try to understand. Let's say the first time somebody is coming to this room, or let's say a child of 2 years or 3 years is entering in this room. You tell the child to segregate the things. What the child will do? All the plastic chair will be kept at one place. All this front chair which is black, that will be placed at one place. Right? All the human being may be placed at one place. And they don't find it difficult to do that. Right? So this is what we call as unsupervised learning. Right? We are not supervising. We are not telling that what is what. But what is happening? We are just facilitating him to come inside the room, and whatever brain has developed inside, he is able to differentiate between the object. Similarly, what we do, we just give the attributes to the computer, and what is happening is these things are getting separated. Second is supervised learning. We learn with the teachers, right? Let's say the first time we understood this is apple, right? So our parents, our teacher has told us several times, this is apple, this is banana, this is orange. And based on that, let's say next time they have asked what it is. First time you might not have said it rightly if you have been shown lots of things together. Right? So that is second kind of learning. Third kind of learning is reinforced learning, which where we learn by mistake. So we have done something, did some mistake, and then we have improved ourselves. Let's say if somebody has made to touch fire in the beginning, what will happen? Next time you are not going to touch it. Right? Next time you are not going to touch it. You just remember how it happened. So that is what the reinforced learning is. And see, deep learning is something of this kind, which you can see kind of very complex kind of thing, where we put lots of effort, like as you can see this. So it's kind of complex kind of thing where we give lots of input, try to have lots of, you can say, computational kind of thing and put it together to have the thing which should be as accurate as real one. Right? So I'm not going to explain it in detail what it is. So this is how a deep learning network or a neural network look like. So I teach my students in the class this machine learning kind in detail when like in MSc. So I can see my students are sitting here as a faculty or principal, whatever it may be. So I have just in the class taught this kind of concept in detail. What the machine learning is, what the deep learning is, what is neural network and all those things. Okay. So nowadays, you can see face manipulation is used everywhere in using deepfake technology, right? And there are 4 kind of deepfakes as far as face is concerned, which is you can see available everywhere. First is of this kind. Nowadays, you will see Sachin Tendulkar after 50 years, how he is going to appear. Or at least you can see also after 25 years, what will be your face. So what is being done artificially or synthetically, those things are created. Or you must have seen kind of Salman Khan from age 2 to age 70, or Katrina Kaif from age 5 to 70. Those kind of videos are there or images are there. So that is, entire face was synthesized. Right? As you can see, this is an example of that, which is artificially synthesized image. It's very similar to like PM Modi, right? Very similar to. Not very accurate, but very similar to PM Modi. Okay. Second is identity swap. So kind of splicing we used to do. We used to cut the faces from one place and we used to paste it another. Now you don't need to see how computer was invented. Because people are lazy like us. We don't want to do very kind of, you can say, hard work. We want things should be done immediately. So when computer was like invented by Charles Babbage, so at that time, he wanted to have something. He don't want to have calculation by hand and computational things by hand. So you see, most of the time, lazy person comes with good kind of invention. Right? So now this is like you have a source image, you have a target image, and accordingly what you can do, you can create it. Like what is done in this case. They have a source image like this, as it was discussed in the last session also. Right? It was a source image and a target image, and you have got this. See, there are, as we were looking at resampling kind of thing. So here also we can manipulate the attributes, right? We can give any expression of target image to the source image. Whatever we want. Let's say if we want Prime Minister Modi to laugh loud, that can be done. We can do it. Or anybody, for that matter, if you want to change, you can change it. And that is attribute. And then expression, okay. Expression we can also change. We can change the attributes, like we can make the hair grow, we can make the hair black, right? We can make eye big, or whatever we want. Those all attributes can be changed. Now, how to detect fake images? So first we'll talk the conventional one, like which has been done with the Photoshop, and then we'll come with the deepfakes. So such that there should be a continuity, or we can compare that how the things has evolved. So basically we do by these three things. You can also do it. First is by very simple reverse image search. We can also go by metadata analysis, or we can go itself by the content of image. We can go by the content of image. So at what time I started? We have to give lunch break at what? 1:15. So I think I started very late. Okay, no problem. So, okay, so these are the things where we can do. Detect deepfake or any fake images. I wanted to have some demonstration, but I think we don't have time, so we are not going to have any kind of demonstration now. See, so you can also find that whatever image you have got, whether that is fake or not. So what you can do, you can simply go to Google image, and you can just upload that image, and you can find whether the similar kind of image is existing anywhere. So maybe by doing that, you are going to get the original somewhere, if it has been uploaded on the net. So, like for election campaign and many other places, it was used, so you can also use it, and you can do it. And like TinEye is very good, you can say image search engine. You will find it's working very nicely. The Revi is also there. Then let's say if you want to have metadata, so I'm not discussing it, as I think Dr. Ranjit is going to discuss it. EXIF he's also going to discuss. So that is kind of metadata which is in the image. So what you can do is you can get lots of information like date and time, camera make model, geolocation, every kind of thing you can find from the metadata. And that is most of the time very much helpful in investigation. There are lots of technological content, lots of technology, lots of method which has been like researched by researcher in you can say last 30-40 years as far as detection of fake images, video, etc. is concerned. And there are many methods. We'll take few examples. Let's say here we have a book, stake of book. And what we have done, we have made few changes. As you can observe in left and right images, we have few differences. So you can see the changes, and now we want to differentiate between the two. These are things which you can also do. So there, like I am telling you the thing which you can get freely on like internet. So you can search for photo forensics, and there you can put any image, and you can find error level analysis. See what we are doing, like we are creating image, so there compression is happening, right? And there are many kind of compression. JPEG is the most popular one. GPG, JPEG. So that is the most common one. And see, whenever we are, let's say, cutting face, adding something, and again we are doing compression, so there is second time compression is happening, sometimes it is third time people are doing. So all those are adding some noises in the image. So you see, in most of the forensic problem, you will see we detect by noises. Let it be DNA or anything else. Mostly we detect the thing by noises. See, for human being, more than 99% of DNA are same, right? Just 1% differences as a noise which we are searching is different. Similarly, in fingerprint, in any forensic analysis, noises are playing a very important role. So here, that error level analysis was done, and see here, both kind of forgery was done. One was cloning. You see, I think this is not working. You can see this Ubuntu book was repeated 3 times, and this small dinosaur toy that was kept there. So it is both splicing and cloning. So you can see here on error level analysis, you will find kind of, you can see this three places and also the dinosaur. I don't know whether you can see it or not, but by its statistical analysis, we could good that there are differences there. Again, we can mostly that is used for cloning. The error level analysis is mostly used for splicing, and for cloning we mostly use for intensity based identification. And there what we found is like here that